Hey, get this. Graduation season is quickly approaching. And of course, there's a lot of options out there for jobs, but one area that really needs a lot more people, skilled trades.
Yes, Jordan, and you do look great. And the first Wednesday in May is recognized as National Skilled Trades Day. So I caught up with the president of Tulsa Welding School in Jacksonville, Michael Cole, to learn about some of the options they have for people who may be starting out or looking to make a career change.
So working in skilled trades is basically working with your hands. It's the infrastructure, all the things that I think, take for granted sometimes. The highways, the welding that goes on, everything that holds everything together. You know, particularly here in Florida, the folks that fix your air conditioning. You know, when that goes here, we all know that creates a problem. So Tulsa Welding, we specialize in doing the welding, the HVAC, and the electrician. But it's anything that creates the infrastructure of what we do in this country.
Yeah, I tell you what, I wish I was better with my hands, man. I need some of that. I need some of that training. So tell us about this training that Tulsa Welding does. It's actually Tulsa Welding School, to be official. What kind of training does it offer, and what type of careers do your students typically have after graduation?
So at Tulsa Welding School, we offer obviously welding. That's our bread and butter. We are the world's largest provider of welders. So we do pretty well with that. But we also, lesser known, as our HVAC and our electrical, which are also very good programs. Our students can graduate here in as little as 7 months and go on and start working in the skilled trades, as we talked about. They work for companies such as BAE, General Dynamics, some local companies here as well. Our HVAC and our electrical students, they work with another large employer, a lot of our students, Johnson & Johnson. So we have some careers that go that way, where they do electrician assistant or HVAC repair and things of that nature. So again, for those that are very inclined to work with their hands, we offer a great option of careers for those folks.
Yeah, it sounds like great opportunities out there. So let's talk about the opportunities. What is the demand for skilled trades right now in our community? It sounds like locally and nationally, there is a very high need, especially with the baby boomer generation retiring in large numbers.
You said it. We see all the retirements that are coming, and we haven't stopped building things in the United States. In fact, with this most recent development of Build Back Better and some of the other things, people are trying to staff up. To be very honest, our larger employers are telling us we can't give them enough welders or HVAC technicians or electrical students. So we can't meet the supply to make the demand, but we need students out there that want to work with their hands to help us do that for the employers. Great careers, as we talked about earlier, with some large organizations here, and a great opportunity to provide for their families. So yeah, it doesn't look like it's going away anytime soon. The demand is absolutely huge. And right now we're boasting about 89.9% on our last reported placement rates for our graduates. And in this current year, we're already trending at 91.1. So like I said, I can't graduate them fast enough to meet the demand that we have locally and nationally.
Okay, and for those seeing this for the first time, all those prospects out there, is this the type of school really for anyone? Say they're still on the fence, they're saying, man, I don't know about me. Tell us more about that, about enrolling in a skilled trade school.
So I do think it's for anyone. And I believe if you love to work with your hands in particular, I know for me, I learned by doing, and I went to the traditional school and to a technical school. And luckily for me, I learned early on that the more I could put my hands on something, the better I was. I don't necessarily like to read. I've had to learn to like it a little bit more as I went. I think that at Tulsa Welding, we have students that leave the military. So we have a lot of VA veterans that come here. We have professionals that when COVID hit, they lost their jobs. So they wanted something that was a little bit more firm. So they transitioned to skilled trades. And then of course, we get a lot of high school students that know they're really good with their hands, or the sparks from the welding machine appeal to that 15-year-old pyromaniac in them. And they get to come here and burn some metal, and they have a really good time doing it. But I think it really is for anyone, but particularly those that like to work with their hands and find a way of standing and working and doing that and learning by doing as opposed to learning by reading. So I do think that we offer an opportunity for just about anyone.
Yeah, very nice. And how does one of our viewers get in contact with Tulsa Welding if they're interested in that career change? Are those future aspirations working in a skilled trade?
Well, obviously, you can Google us. It's what everybody seems to like to do nowadays. You can go and Google us. You can also go to tws.edu as our website. You can call us at 904-646-9353. Heck, you can even call me directly at 904-345-5550. we get you in touch with an admissions representative, and they'll figure out whether or not this is the right kind of career for you. And then from there, we have a start that we can get you into, and you can start training and start working in the field in as little as 7 months.
All right. Well, Michael, thanks so much for being with us here on First Coast Living. And yes, this is what I call a hands-on interview. Sounds like the future is bright for so many.
Yes, indeed. Thanks for having me again.
All right. Thank you. And of course, for more on this segment, head to firstcoastliving.net.